All right. Okay. I hope you're enjoying the weather. It's so nice to feel the sun on the skin, especially after Boston. We were kind of cold. All right, so let's start with sitting tall. Nice tall posture. And then feel the breath coming in through your nose. Make it just a little bit longer than you normally breathe. Good, and then opening your eyes and moving the head side to side, so looking to the right, feeling the stretch in the neck, and to the left. Good, and back to center. And then we'll sort of roll in the half circle. So you bring the chin down, nose down a little bit, and then you roll over to the other side. Just letting the head be kind of heavy and rolling side to side, stretching the neck. Right. And then back to center, and then let's do some shoulder circles. Good. And then let's do that, a little bit of that rounding in the upper back as you're trying to hug that big ball. And lift the heart up. Soft, it's almost the same colors. Back of the, sorry. Round. And then lift the heart. And then exhale, round. Inhale, push those arms back, lift the heart. Round. Good. One more. Great. And then we're gonna bring the arms forward. And it's pretend you're doing the bow and arrow, right? So you're gonna bend one arm and then I'll show you from this side. So you're gonna sort of pull the elbow back and it's a bit of a twist. So you're orienting the chest to that side as you pull, look into the side, right? So look into the left and then come back to the center and then twist a bit to the right, look to the right. And then pull that bow. Good. Nice job. Good. And then release. And we'll go side to side, stretching the spine and the lateral motion. work. And then back to center. And then we'll go front and back. So you're gonna go forward into a forward fold. And then if you have space behind you, you can even go a little bit back. So leaning back, but without collapsing, right? So lifting through the chest and then back into that forward fold. And leaning back a bit until you feel that core engaged. And forward fold. And lean back. And last one, forward fold. And lean back, and then maybe you can hold it here, lift the chest, lift the low back in and up. Feel that core working hard. Good, and I'm coming back out of it. And let's work on that pelvic tilts a little bit. So you're gonna try to move just the pelvis. So you're tucking the tailbone under. If you had a tail, you're hiding the tail between your legs, which sort of rounds your low back a little bit. And then you're gonna arch the low back forward. Try to come a little closer. So it's this movement, right, where you're rocking on the sit bone. So rocking the pelvis forward, rocking the pelvis back. So you're not doing anything like that, right? You're not flexing the spine. So you're not rounding. So you're sitting tall. It all happens just in the pelvis. So rock to the front of the sit bone, rock to the back of the sit bone. Can you all sort of feel it a little bit? You know, you might have much less movement. I'm pretty flexible in my low back, so you might have less, but just feeling the pelvis rocking, kind of like you're spilling the pelvis forward and spilling it back. Okay. And then we'll go just side to side. So rocking and maybe lifting even one sit bone up, the other sit bone up. So you have to sort of, you might even feel a contraction in the muscles as you try to lift in the back here and then the side of the body. So try to actively lift that hip off the chair. So it's not just sort of momentum, right? But actively lift. So you feel that contraction here. Good. Perfect. Good. All right, let me go back. And then we'll go for the stretches. So stretching through the heel. Try to lift that leg so it's parallel to the floor. Sitting nice and tall. Okay. And then we're gonna inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, squeeze your left knee in. And then open to the side a bit. And back in. And let's try to straighten and lift the arms up and then release. Okay, and then we'll do the whole sequence on the other side. Breathing in, arms up. Exhale, squeeze that knee in. Open to the side, reach the opposite arm. Back in. And push through, lift up. And release. Let's do a few more. So breathe in and squeeze it in. Open wide. Back in. Straighten. And release. And one more time on the side. Inhale. Exhale. Open. Back in. Stretch. Engage that quad. And release. Perfect. We'll do some hip circles. So try to lift that foot nice and high up. Going out to the side, back in. Other side. Perfect. Okay. All right. And then one of the upper body circle. So you're staying rooted through the sit bones and going around. And reverse, go the other direction. Nice. And back to center. Good, good, good. And then let's move into a twist. So inhale, lengthen. Then we're gonna touch the opposite knee, twisting to the left, to your left. First look to the left, or even try to look back, the left side. Keep breathing. And then back center. We'll do the other side. Again, try to look back as far back as you can to stretch the neck. Okay. We'll go one more time to the left into a twist, but this time we'll look to the other side. Coming into the left and then look to the right. Yeah, so look away. Look to the other side. Good, that's it. And stay for a few breaths. Good. And then other side, twisting to your right, look into the left. Perfect. And back to center. And we'll go into a forward fold. So you decide how low you want to go. Maybe you can go all the way to the floor or just halfway. Just whatever feels okay for your back. And then stay there for a few breaths. Yeah, then slowly coming up so you don't get dizzy. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll try the opposite elbow to knee. So you're still trying to keep your spine long, and it's a bit of a twist. So you're just rotating, lifting the knee straight up and rotating towards it with your upper body. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Good. And then back to center. And then let's bring the arms up and overhead. And then reach even higher up on one side. Another side. Really stretching on one side even more. Perfect. And then back down. All right. And then let's go for so scoot as far forward in your chair as possible. We're gonna do the hamstring stretch. So straight leg, right? Show you. Sway. I'm sitting close to the edge, straight leg. And then I'm hinging, and it's that forward tilt of the pelvis that we practiced at the beginning. The forward tilt. So as the pelvis tilts, the rest of the spine goes with it. So you're not rounding your back. And then you decide how low you want to go. And then we'll stay there for a moment. Hopefully you feel a stretch in the back of the leg. Nice job. And then coming back up. And then let's do the same leg out to the side a little bit. And then you're gonna twist a little bit so you can go sideways towards that leg. And maybe adding that arm that feels okay for your shoulder with a nice side bend. And the breath in here. And then back up. And then let's try to twist. So going towards that bend knee. And again, think about nice tall spine. Good. And then back in. Right, and then we'll switch sides. So straight leg, the other side, and then tilting the pelvis forward and sliding down for that hamstring stretch. And if you flex your foot, so if you point your toes up, you might feel a stretch in the calf as well. Perfect. Back up. And then going to the side, and for that side bend. And then back out of it and into that twist. Deep breath. Perfect. And then back in. All right. And then let's go for so the figure four stretch. So left ankle on top. And then let's try to do this movement. You can use your hand a little bit to help, or just try to do it actively with your leg. So moving the knee in and out, in and out. And then internal rotation and external rotation. Good, and then stay here in that external rotation, just letting the gravity work, sitting tall. And maybe we can try to lift the arms up and overhead, get that nice tall spine. Breathe. Perfect, and release. And then we'll switch sides. So outer leg up. Finding that nice tall seated posture. And then go up and down with that knee. Okay, and then relax it down. And let's bring those arms up and overhead. Big stretch up. Breathe. Perfect, and release. Good. And then release. All right, so now within your possibilities, we can try either fully standing up or so you know, it would look like this, right? All the way, or go to leaning forward, getting the nose over toes, and then just push down into your feet. So you feel the muscles engaging in the legs. You don't even have to lift up, but you feel the kind of like you lift up, but you feel the engagement of the muscles, and then maybe hold it 5 seconds and then release. Okay, so either all the way up or lean forward, push down into the floor with your feet. Feel the contraction, isometric contraction, and then release. Awesome. Yeah, so, and if you're going up and down all the way, notice your knees and try not to let them like knock together so they should follow the feet. So even as you go down and as you go up, nice parallel knees. But follow the line of the feet. Good. And as you're sitting down, really try to get the butt as far back as possible. That's what you're set up for, that nice posture, versus when you sort of plop down with the pelvis tucked under more, it sort of predisposes you to like round your back. Versus when you go this way, so there's that natural arch, right? So that's how we should sit, sort of get the butt back into the chair so you're not rounding your back too much. Good. Nice job. Perfect. Okay. All right. So are you guys up for a little bit of strengthening? You guys have the bands? These? I know last time everyone was out of energy, so we didn't do any. So maybe we can do a little bit of arm strengthening. So, oh yeah, let me wait until they find their All right, good, you found it. Hopefully Helen's coming soon. And so we'll be doing the just expansion across the chest. Oh, there you go. And release. And then expand and release. Keep your shoulders down. And Janet, since you don't have one, really imagine you're pulling it apart. And that will ensure that your muscles actually really kick in. Good. Nice job. And one more. Perfect. All right, a little rest. And then we'll and try to do it under the thighs. And then we can do the bicep curl like that. So just sort of holding a little lower on the strap, you know, to figure out the appropriate length so you feel resistance, but it's not too hard to get up towards your shoulders, right? Yeah. Good. So tall spine. Nice. So you feel it right here in the bicep. Good. One more and then rest for a bit. And then we'll go a little bit higher maybe on the band because we're going to try to press up. So you're going to try to extend the arm up. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And last one, 20. Great job. All right, and then rest. All right, and then we'll try going, let's see, a little bit out like that. So you can still keep your elbows a little bit bent and then just open. So you're sort of guiding the hands a little bit up and back. So you feel a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Ooh, it's gonna roll. Yeah, see if you can do it a little bit like that, if that's not too painful for your shoulders. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Good. And then rest. And then let's do. Okay. Let's see, how could we do it? I think we're gonna have to step on it. So step on one end. And then you're gonna try to do this. So elbow points up, and then you extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. So keep the elbow there though. Yeah, so the elbow stays there, right? So you're not lowering it down. And that way, Yeah, so I'm still here. And then bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Yeah, it might be too hard if you have a really strong. Yeah, can you lift the elbow up? No, you might. Yeah, and then extend and bend. But don't lower it down. Yeah, I mean, if your strap is not long enough, it might be too hard. So we could also try. Well, it's a way how to access the triceps. So, you know, it's basically this movement, right? So you could also put it behind you and then bending and straightening, but notice that my elbow stays there. You could try without the belt too. So even that is a good exercise. So just hiding the hand behind your head and then pushing up. Bend. Yeah. Perfect. Good. And then let's try the other arm. So hide it behind your head, and yeah, you can really imagine you're pulling on the band and pull on it as you straighten. Pull on it. Good. Perfect. So a couple more. Perfect. Good. And then we can try going up and then behind your head. So make it as wide as you need it. And if it hurts your shoulders, you could also do just one arm like that, and then the other arm. If you can do both, do both. So you're bending the elbows kind of into that letter W, and then coming down and forward. Lower, lift up, and then bend the elbows, hide it behind your head. Lift up and down. Good, that's it. Is it okay, Rocky, or is it hurting your shoulder? So. Yeah, so, you know, you could always do just sort of bending one arm behind you if that's good. Good. And then rest. Yeah, it sort of forces your shoulders to go a little bit further back, right? Because so be externally rotated. And so if you're always like this with that internal rotation, you know, you almost can't do it. So you have to like squeeze the shoulder blades back to really get that band behind you. All right. And then maybe let's put it around our foot and do the row. So two options, either if you're sitting deep in the chair and your thighs supported, you can just keep your leg like this, or sitting close to the edge and then getting the foot down on the floor. And then we'll do the row. So you're moving the fists towards your lower ribs. So push down and then release, and then pull back. As you see, my elbows again are going back behind me. I'm sitting tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, again, it's not this time. It's not just a bicep, right? You're not doing this. You're doing this. So your elbows go back. You feel it more than in your arms. You feel it in the back. So you're pulling back. Pulling back. That's it. Yeah, better. Good. Okay. Okay, and since we have it on the foot, let's do some more leg presses against that resistance. And you could go a little lower on the band so you have more resistance. And then keep it straight, sitting tall. Just stretch the leg. Try to point the toes towards you, back towards you, to feel the stretch in the calf. Perfect, and then let's do a few circles. Yeah, it will be harder, Janet, without the band, so you can do a little less. I thought you ordered some. Yeah, you're muted. You can tell me after. Okay, and then let's do the other side. So we can do some more leg presses. Okay, and then straight leg, sitting tall. And then doing those circles. Perfect. Good, and then maybe a few more rows, just a second set of those pullbacks. So get those elbows back behind you. Show the wrists towards your lower ribs. So don't go too high up, just go towards your lower ribs and feel it between the shoulder blades. And then, yeah, some of the other back muscles. Perfect. Nice job. Good. Okay, so we can unhook it and then put it aside. All right. Now let's do some rocking for the ankles. So lift the heels, lift the toes, lift the heels, lift the toes. Good. And then let's do just maybe last one for the core. So you can hold on to the chair, and then you have two options. Either just jump those feet apart with knees bent, or you can do knees straight. You kind of have to stick close to the edge for that to work. And then back in, back out, or like that. In and out like that, or do more of a straight leg version. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Can we do 5 more? And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Perfect. Good. All right. Let's rest in that forward fold again. relaxing your back, your core. And then slowly lifting up. Perfect. Okay, so let's maybe practice. Did you guys eat recently? Can we do a little bit of so the breathing where you're pulling in the belly, right? So on the exhale, you sort of forcefully exhale through the nose and your belly snaps back. And then inhale, you inflate the belly. Exhale, you snap back. Do a few, and if you feel like it makes you dizzy or something, you can stop, of course. But it's about also accessing those muscles, right? So you want to have good access, good connection to those muscles. So kind of like you're pulling in the belly as you exhale, and then you just release it, and the inhale sort of happens automatically. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And maybe put your hand on the belly so you have a feedback. Good. All right, and then just take a few regular breaths. Maybe just a little longer than you'd normally breathe. So let's see if we can inhale for the count of 5 or 6, even if you can do that without being out of breath. And then nice long exhale as well. Possibly the same count. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And exhale. And if you're having trouble with that long exhale, you can breathe out through pursed lips, kind of like you're blowing out a candle. Just a nice slow blowout, not fast. Good. And then come back to your regular breath. Just a few more breaths like that. And then we'll do 5 times. We'll do a nice long ah sound, nice and loud. Right. So breathing in, and then ah. Really open that mouth. Ah. Make it as long as you can, and then breathing in again. Ah. And again. Ah. Ah. Perfect. Was it 5? I don't know. Maybe. All right, and then we'll just do a little body scan. So Make yourself comfortable in your chair. And we'll start with our face today. So place your awareness into your face. Feel the muscles in your face. Feel them relax around your eyes and the forehead. And then softening the muscles in your neck and shoulders. And then feeling your arms and hands. And feeling your chest. And your upper back. And your pelvis. And your belly. And then feel your right leg. Right foot. And left leg. And left foot. And then feel your whole body sitting and breathing and resting. And then take 3 nice deep breaths. And then opening your eyes. And then we'll close the class with our little affirmation setting. Feel free to join. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be mindful. May I have courage. May I have fun. And may I treat myself and others with love and compassion. And then hands to your forehead as a reminder of the power of your thoughts. Hands to your lips as a reminder of the power of your words. And hands to your heart as a reminder of the power of your actions. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Good work. Okay, let me just pause the recording.